Do you remember the best steak or rack of ribs that you've ever tasted? It is really hard to forget how tender and delicious this meat is while it's melting in your mouth. It is also easy to remember where and how this wonderful meat is cooked. For me, the best steak I've ever tasted was cooked on a Big Green Egg charcoal grill. I have worked at Lincoln Outdoor Living on Farmerville Highway in Ruston, Louisiana, that sells Big Green Eggs for about a year now, and I recently talked my dad into buying one for himself. Now, it's too expensive for a college kid, but I think I'm well qualified to understand that this grill works, and it works well. Hi, my name is Daniel Collins, and I'm here to tell you that the Big Green Egg Charcoal Grill is better than any other grill on the market because it uses 100% all-natural charcoal, and it holds its heat extremely well and cooks meat evenly while keeping it moist. Versatility. Versatility is one word that describes the Big Green Egg. Now, what do I mean when I say versatile? The Big Green Egg is unique in its own way. It is a grill, smoker, and an oven all in one, and is made up of completely 100% ceramic. It is easy to cook anything from chicken, steaks, burgers, pork, tenderloins, vegetables, and even pizzas and cobblers are great on a Big Green Egg. It uses 100% all-natural lump charcoal that can be reused by simply adding the desired amount of charcoal on top of what you've already cooked. Now, once you get done cooking and you want to cook again, maybe the next day or the next night, you simply just add more charcoal on top of what you reuse, and it just burns it up and the ash should drop down in the bottom of the egg, and you just scrape them out. It's that easy. Now, charcoal such as Kingsford are coated with preservatives and lighter fluid to help catch the fire and keep it going longer. But this is unhealthy compared to the lump charcoal that requires absolutely no lighter fluid. Now, like I said before, Big Green Egg uses 100% all-natural lump charcoal that once it catches fire, it gets really, really hot. You can use either Big Green Egg charcoal brand or other lump charcoal brands that have no lighter fluids in it. Now, lighter fluid can actually damage the ceramic and cause it to eventually break. Lighter fluid in these charcoals burns up a lot faster and eventually requires more charcoal for longer grilling. With this natural charcoal, it stays lit longer, and the ceramic grill keeps the heat from escaping the charcoal and the grill itself. Now, here's a quote from an avid egg user, or as we call it, eggheads, in the New York Times said, "It leaves less ash, and its smoke has a cleaner flavor." Propane or natural gas grills can be quicker to light with just a turn of a knob, but nothing beats the taste of an all-natural charcoal grill. Fumes from a gas grill can be harmful to your body in the long haul, and you can actually get the Big Green Egg hotter than your average gas grill. Now, once the charcoal is lit, and you maintain a good temperature for whatever you want to cook at it, the ceramic does a great job keeping the heat from escaping. For other grills, you cannot touch the side or the top while it is at high temperatures because you'll burn yourself. Now, like the Big Green Egg, you get it up to as hot as you want, and you can actually touch the outside of it, which is a huge hint that the heat stays inside so well it doesn't escape. And this is a great selling point for me, for people that come into the store, because they're always asking them, how does it cook so well, how does it maintain heat so well? And that's one of the first things I tell them. Now, for people that enjoy smoking, it's very easy to smoke on the Big Green Egg. There are plenty of flavored chips that you can choose from. You have apple, mesquite, hickory, all different kinds of flavors. But if someone wants to smoke a turkey for 8 to 10 hours, they can use this piece called plate setter that actually turns the egg into an oven. It sits down in the egg. It's a nice small ceramic piece, sits down in the egg, and it actually works as indirect heat, and there's no flame acting on whatever you're cooking, like the turkey. So it doesn't, whatever drips down, it'll drip down on that plate setter and not in the fire, and the fire won't come up and raise the temperature and burn your meat. Now for other grills, you'd have to add more charcoal while smoking because it will all burn up. The lump charcoal will stay lit for over 12 hours of non-stop cooking. This is very useful. This keeps the meat moist and cooked evenly throughout. Unlike other grills that when you have to keep adding charcoal, you lose temperature, you lose whatever moisture you have left in your meat because you're letting more air in. Now, getting the Big Green Egg hot is very important, but keeping the meat from drying out is just as significant. Everyone that comes into our store always asks the question on how do you keep the meat from drying out? And I respond by telling them that it is simply hard to dry out a piece of meat with your egg. And what makes this egg so unique and good to even cook with its odd shape. And it's known for keeping all the flavors inside of the meat. The oval shape of the egg allows the heat to rise straight up from the bottom onto the grate which your meat or whatever you're cooking is on. But it also has, because of the oval shape, the heat comes around on the top and it pushes straight down on top of the meat, which is another way of how it keeps the meat from evenly cooked throughout. Now there's also different sizes of eggs for large families, small families, duck camps. You have the mini, which is about the size, has a circumference of about a small flower pot, and then you have small to, ranging from small to extra large, and they're actually coming out with a double extra large as well this spring. Now, have you ever cooked on a grill and afterwards you say it is too dry, the meat is too dry, and on one side it may be a little more burnt? Now with the even cook throughout with the egg, it is almost impossible to dry out your meat. I myself have cooked on the egg multiple times, but for my first time, it cooked a perfect steak. The egg is versatile and easy to use. I did not know what the big deal was before I started working at Lincoln Outbuilding on the egg, but after I took the first bite into the best ribs I've ever tasted, I completely understood. The egg may be a little on the pricey side, but I can tell you now that it's well worth the money. Another selling point for the Big Green Egg is that once you try it, you will love it, and you won't want to go back to any other grill again. My dad loves to grill, like most dads do, but he's always about gas and propane grills. He always said they're much quicker and easier to mess with, but he always knew charcoal tastes better. After cooking on it multiple times, he finally got the hang of it, and now that is all that he cooks on. He says now it is well worth the wait. Now, versatility is one way to describe the Big Green Egg. If you want to slow roast a Boston butt at 180 degrees overnight, or fire it up to 1200 degrees to really sear a steak, the egg is the best option. It can get almost as hot as you want it and maintain heat better than any grill on the market. When we compare this to similar smokers and charcoal grills alike, they can do just about everything the egg can do. These grills can be more expensive and heavier, Now it is understandable if charcoal is not really your thing, or you prefer gas or propane. But if you were to ask me the best grill on the market, I would say you would have to go with the Big Green Egg.